Okay, everybody, so I'm on 126th Street in St. Nick, and this is part 2 of my video of the welfare system is her man. And what I mean by that is like, I didn't go into depth what I was trying to say. It's like I was saying that most of the housing projects are named after former slave owners or former presidents. You got the Grand Housing Projects, you got the Lincoln Housing Projects, you got, what else? You got the George Washington housing projects. They don't call them projects anymore because, you know, a project, another word for project is an experiment, but they don't call them projects anymore. They call them houses. And like I was saying, you live on top of each other side by side. It's sort of like a project environment, you know. And it's like sometimes it gets stressful. But what I was saying is, like I was saying, the welfare system is her man, meaning like the government gives a woman food, clothing, and shelter. And what does she need a man for? The only thing she needs a man for is her primal instinct, which is sex, an occasional dick. That's what a woman needs a man for. And I was saying like back in the days, you know, even like in slavery, there was no so-called man of the house because he had no real responsibilities. He was just there to get the woman pregnant and make more babies. He had no responsibilities. His only responsibility was to fulfill his master's agenda. And if he was in the cabin with the woman, he could be about to fuck her, about to get some sex on, and the master come knock on the door and tell him he gotta go. He gotta go because the master wants some pussy, because the master come first. So the master would get some pussy, you know. The man was not the man of the house. Pretty much the way the man is not the man of the house there in the projects. You know, what a black woman tell you, get the fuck out my face. You don't run shit around here. The government is her man. The government gives her food, it gives her clothes, and it gives her shelter. So she don't need a man. And I remember back in the days when the man, you know, when the man of your boyfriend or whatever was in there and your social worker was coming by, he had to leave. The man of the house had to go. You was not allowed to have a man in the house, you know, because the welfare system is a man. And that's what the master was doing today. The master wanted to get some pussy. He said, you know, send the man out. And the man had to go. So what comes out of the housing projects? I was born in the housing projects, but what the welfare system does is it kills your creative thinking. It takes away your go-getter mentality because you know you always got something coming to you at the first of the month. That's why I was saying every month, I was saying the first of the month is Mother's Day in the ghetto. In the ghetto, the first of the month is Mother's Day because she get her welfare check the first of every month. And what comes up, what does the housing projects produce? The cycle just repeats itself because even if you had like a wild bear and you fed that bear, it would take away his natural instinct to survive on his own. And that's what the system does. It takes away your natural ability to survive on your own, and you become dependent. Like if you was to feed a bear every day, he wouldn't know how to hunt, he wouldn't know how to survive, so he depends on the man feeding him. And if the man stopped feeding him, then you know he's gonna be lost. And that's what the system is designed to do. The system is designed to take away your go-getter mentality. And you know, you know, people are known by virtue of who they spend their time around. And like people keep trying to say like being gay is genetic. It's not genetic. It's when a child loves his mother so much he wants to be like her. He's under his mother all day. Who do you think he gonna act like? Because children absorb everything. We don't get nothing on our own as humans. We get everything we get from paying attention to somebody else. And that's how we learn. That's how we learn how to talk. That's how we learn how to walk. That's how we learn how to interact with everybody else in society. And that's the way the system is designed. It's designed for the boy to be under his mother all day, every day. And then the boy wants to be like his mother. And if he don't want to be like his mother, he grows up confused and doubtful, and he don't know how to be the man of his house because he didn't have to be the man of the house because the government was the man of the house. You know, It's the same thing with women. Women don't know how to be a woman. She don't know how to cook. She don't know how to clean. You know, she don't know how to respect man in his proper order. She's telling the man, get the fuck out my face. You don't tell me what to do, nigga. You don't pay no bills around here. And that's what it is. You know, the woman grows up to be a slut, and the boy grows up to be a punk. And if he's not a punk, he's like over-aggressive. And that's what you got in the hood, guys that are over-aggressive. And that's why guys still in the corner bragging about the girl they fuck. But getting pussy, like I told you, in the ghetto is the easiest thing in the world to get. Girls give pussy away every day because it's their natural, it's their primal instinct. But guys sit on the corner bragging about the girl they fuck because he think he's accomplished a great feat. Because somewhere in his psyche, he thinks pussy is hard to get, and it's not. But that's what it produces. That's what comes out of the housing project. That's the way society wants it. That's the way Uncle Sam wants it. That's the way it's promoted, and that's the way it's endorsed. Alright, y'all, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope I touched on what I needed to touch on. If I didn't, leave a comment. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.